Okay, so our first topic is, and personally, I found this one pretty interesting because, and surprised, because Charlemagne, in my opinion, I've always felt Charlemagne is an industry guy. He's always been for the industry. I always felt like he was a little bit too industry, especially in the past interviews when it came to certain artists. But he recently earned my respect because he was on, mind you, he's got his own podcast with Andrew Schultz, who's also hilarious. And he talked about how, in his words, he goes, I am not going to suck the industry's d-. He goes, I'm going to do interviews the way I want to do them. I'm going to ask the questions I want to ask. And this actually goes back to the whole Tyla interview, which you guys saw that we discussed earlier about how he was getting kind of gatekeeped on exact what questions to ask her. Mm-hmm. Like he'd ask her certain questions and all of a sudden those little speakers, they're like, Ksh. They're like, you can't answer that. Can't ask that.
Did you see in the interview when he asked her something and she looked back at her team? She was like, she didn't know what to. She was like,
"Yep." She sure did.
Damn. Okay.
And that to me, that screamed immediately. And when I say this, that immediately screamed plant, like industry plant to me. And when I say that, because I feel like a lot of people think that when you say plant, it's untalented artist. You can be a talented plant.
Yeah. No, you definitely can.
Right, but. To me, I really feel, and I've been saying this, I think Tyla is an industry plant. She is a homegrown. The industry is making this girl, which is okay. She's very talented, but...
I mean, she can shake that butt, but, you know. She can do the water thing.
Do her...
That's talent right there.
Do her butt shaking thing.
Yeah. That's a hard challenge, by the way.
Yeah,
but anyways, go
exactly. But I mean, as like in my opinion, I mean, I still think she's a talented young lady. I think she's got like with the way the industry is going to build her out. I think she does have a bright future. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about her?
Like I feel like when she came out with the water challenge, like that was a hit. Like,
oh, it was major.
I was in the club one time and someone I knew. It wasn't even her song. It was just a random song, and someone was just pouring water on this skinny girl's ass, like, and at the time, I didn't know about Tyla or the Tyla challenge, so I'm like, why the fuck is he pouring water on this skinny bitch's ass?
Right.
And then later on, I was like, oh, got it. I'm not in tune with that trend, but now I know. But you should have saw it in real time. He was like, and she was going. She was like, I was like. When did we start doing that?
Wow, so did that trend, like, would you say did that trend take off?
I only saw it one time in real life, but I didn't see it elsewhere, to be honest with you, not even online. I don't know if you guys saw that, like people doing that online.
No, the only thing I saw was that one dude, I can't remember the actor's name. He was the lead, he was the character that played the priest for Superfly. Okay. He did like that whole cover for it, and that went stupid viral.
Right. Okay.
For that. Yeah, it went stupid viral because he was like doing all these like he got into it, singing all into it and shit.
Yeah.
And like that damn near, I was like, like you got Tyla going viral, and then you was like, and then all of a sudden you got this dude going viral. It was just like, well, damn man, whose song is it really?
Right. He owned it.
Yeah, I was gonna say this guy kind of just take it as his own and stuff, but. No, it was interesting because like I've never, as long as Breakfast Club has been around, I've never seen or heard someone come across a speaker to tell Charlemagne he can't ask those questions. That was crazy.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, yeah, no, I haven't seen anyone that's like, nope, can't talk about it. They just be like, like, but they never ever.
I was beside myself.
Now there was that one time where Nicki Minaj checked Angela Yee.
Oh yeah,
and she was like, have you ever heard this record, or what was it like? Was it a perfume smell, or was it the record? She's like, have you ever? Da-da-da? And Angela was just like, she's like, exactly. Shut the fuck up.
See, I like Angela Yee. I kind of feel bad for her in that moment because Angela Yee is such a nice person. Like damn. What was I gonna say? That just reminded me. You saying about there was a podcast I remember. It was like Joe Budden and when he had Roy and Mal with him, and Nicki was just ripping
I loved every
in
moment of it.
to
Every
Joe
moment.
Budden and Rory. Did you see this?
I saw she had the yellow hair.
Yeah,
With the
and
robe
so
on.
the whole
She
time,
had a white robe on
Yeah.
because she was protecting her designer fit, but she had yellow long hair. I know exactly.
She was lighting into this white dude named Rory on Joe Budden's podcast, and what was happening, man, was he basically like he kind of downplayed like I guess what she goes through and shit, and so
it was during her hate train. This
Yeah,
is
yep,
the most
yep.
critical era.
at a
It was
harsh
her.
time.
It was the hate train. This was like what circa 2000, maybe like her hate train started in 2017, 18. And it lasted for like till 2021, 22.
Yeah, that sounds about the
So,
timeline. Yeah,
She was going
yep.
through a major hate train, so I get it. Like,
And the funniest part, right? I was dead. I was watching that interview and I was dead because the whole time Joe Budden kept saying Roy's pussy, man. He's like Roy's pussy. And like as the whole time, Nicki's like chewing and screaming at Rory. Like, bro, I was dead. I was so dead, man.
she was ripping it to him, and I was like, "Yes, girl, I know that's right. You better do that because people were hating on her. Like,
Right.
it was like the whole industry against her.
Yeah, and
The
you know
whole
what?
industry.
And this is where I kind of had respect a little bit for Joe Budden because Joe Budden, like, through all the hatred and like, because I'll be honest, Joe Budden's kind of a like he's been a hater on a few occasions of things,
Yeah.
and I think even he could admit that.
yeah.
But one thing with Nicki, he always kind of had her back. He always
He turned around for sure.
Yeah, he like it's actually interesting seeing him now because he's very like he's a lot more what do you call that? Supportive of like
is.
artists and more people now.
The barbers love him right now.
Right, and the barbers exactly. And
They
so
love
like
him
to
right
me
now.
it's just kind of like, man, this dude really but my thing is like, is he know he's like I got to do this because I'm trying to check
'Cause
this
I don't wanna get
bag.
hate,
He's
right.
like I'm trying to but it's smart. I mean
Yeah.
I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. Because it's tough out there. It's tough because so much politics involved when it comes to like liking this person. If you don't like that person, you can't fit in. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why I say industry plant very carefully, because again,
there's a few industry plants.
there's a few of them. I think Drake
Yeah.
proved to be an industry plant too.
Yeah.
I think Kendrick really showcased what a very talented, because we can't be haters, right?
Right.
Drake is talented. Like, as much as I'm not the biggest fan, but I can't also be a hater and sit here and say Drake's didn't have hits.
No, he has hella hits.
Right,
Like,
but he, in my opinion, I think this really exposed how much of an industry plant though he really truly is though. At the same time,
Yeah.
a very talented industry
yeah.
plant.
And then with Sexy Red, some people think that she's an industry plant. So Drake co-signing for another industry plant is like, you
It
know what I
doesn't
mean?
help.
He, like
It
he was
doesn't help.
one, or he is one, whatever the case may be. And then people are saying she is, and like they're saying that he's getting paid off of Sexy Red. Like,
Right.
basically, like
I've heard that.
the reason why he's riding for her so hard is because he's getting paid off of her stuff.
D, what you think about that, man? Like, what do you think about the industry plant situation? And how do you feel?
I
Like,
gotta
as-
see if Drake really writing for her because she
I mean-
rap ratchet music, hood music, and Drake, he really don't rap like that.
No, not necessarily right, but like going like. So like he'll shout her out, he'll hop on her songs,
'Cause,
he'll post
you know, they
pictures,
do that-
videos with her, like
Right.
that's my baby mama.
She
like
right. They do that
he
when
was
they
in
tryna
her video,
co-sign for you or sign you.
co-sign. Like
He probably trying to sign
They're
her.
saying that he's doing that so much. He's going so hard
Because she
for
the hottest
Sexy
in the
Red
game, so he want her.
because she's that, and because he's like profiting off of her.
Yeah. Right now, they said she was like the number 1 female artist. She like everything
She is though,
dropped.
if you want to be honest, whether
Everything
she's
she
trash
dropped.
or not, she is the
Yeah,
number
everything
one
she
right
dropped.
now. I mean, she's not,
crazy.
you know,
she got the
being
wave.
forgotten about.
She got the wave. Now, if she can keep the wave for a long time, she
Yeah.
got, so far everything she dropping is she coming like how when Nicki and them came out and Cardi B and them came out, she coming hard.
She's lasting hard.
sure.
Like
Yeah.
when Lola Brooke came in the game, she was hot for a minute and then
well,
down.
that.
But
that
I see
gets
what Leah
me-
mean though. Maybe Drake got a plan to try to sign her because I don't believe she's signed right now.
No, I don't even
I don't
know
think
if
she's
she's
signed right
I
now.
don't know.
Yeah,
But-
I think that's what she right. They come to
But
you.
he's getting paid off. They're saying he's getting paid off her. That's why he's pushing her so much because whatever she's making, or between her label or whatever, he's getting a percentage off of her.
See, but I'd be nervous as an artist. I'd be nervous to sign under Drake or to Drake's label because I don't know if you guys remember is going up on a Tuesday song when Conan.
Going up
on a Tuesday.
on a Tuesday.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
So he basically, this is the story, or at least this is the background of it. He signed him. He eventually ended up signing McConan. They think now there's this whole deep thing behind it, right? Because apparently back in the day, McConan had like all these tweets that was hating on Drake, right? Yeah. And they're saying Drake did come across those tweets, and this is the level of pettiness they're saying that Drake does have in him.
He is a petty bitch.
Yeah, exactly, right? And so when that song blew up, Drake was like, okay, why don't you come sign to me this, that, and the other? Yeah. And during that entire process, when all that started happening, basically he shelved McConan, and he basically ended his career after going up on a Tuesday. Like, that was it. Like, after that song, what else did we ever hear from him, right?
You're right. But I didn't even know that. Like, first of all, I didn't even know that he was under Drake. Yeah. Did not know that whatsoever. And yeah, he's like a one-hit wonder.
Yep. And a lot of his music got shelved. His manager kind of came out about it because they got his manager out the picture. It was a lot of the shady music industry stuff that you hear. And that's why it goes back to this whole thing where it's like with Sexy Red and maybe signing to him, I'd be nervous as a new up and coming artist, and knowing and hearing about these things, I'd be terrified to want to sign under a label that's basically another Bad Boy Records.
Yeah.
You know, what maybe I don't know if there's abuse going on or not. I'm not going to say that, but but the shelving though, that's crazy.
There's a lot of people out here that fuck with McConan.
Right. Is like it out here really?
In Arizona. Like I can't remember like who I know or who I follow, but like he follows some of them back too. Like,
oh shit.
I'm like, shit, like wait, what? Yeah.
But they're saying he was very talented. He's a very talented guy.
Yeah. He's been in the industry for a minute.
Right.
Before that song.
So definitely not an industry plant. But that actually leads me to the next thing too with artists. I now think we're now in this new era of there is an album artist and a singles artist. And the people that I put into who's not an album artist is people like Ice Spice, Sexy Red. Those are not album artists. No, that's why their albums are flopping.
Single artists.
They're singles artists.
Absolutely.
And I think even they know that. They didn't put a whole lot of PR into their albums. Their albums did like what, 20,000 in the first week? Mm-hmm. That is a fail. That's a flop.
That is a flop.
That back in the day, you are dropped from a major label. $20,000, you're out.
Then you go.
You're gone.
That's what I'm saying. Artists now, they have it so easy because, you know, like no shade or anything towards Cardi B, but she kind of like she paved the way for anybody to come into the industry and give rap or be an artist, giving it a try. Right. Not saying that, I'm not trying to like downplay her or whatever, but she literally opened the doors for people to step into the music industry, and it was so hard to get into the music industry. Like it was so hard being an artist. It was, and then back then they didn't have like Instagram, like, or it wasn't popping then, or you know what I mean, like stuff to really like market and promote them. It was just, you know, CDs, this and that, whatever. But
and I feel like that's why right now with these artists that are like they got like these big hits on the radio right now. We don't see, not like how it used to be, like you knew when an artist's album had dropped. You knew there was so much. There was street teams, there was PR, there was all this money and effort put behind it. Now you see, like when Ice Spice dropped her album, it's like, oh, here you go. Oh, my name of my album's on a trash can. You know, her like the artwork, you know. And I was like, that's crazy. Sexy Red, 20-something thousand views. She's like, I don't give a shit. She's like, I'm hitting stages. I'm getting paid. I'm still hitting the radio. Your ratchet baby mama's still playing me in your CD in the car, you know, and I'm saying CD in the car because
still
the ratchet still got the
daddy,
CDs, right?
Am I?
Exactly, and she getting paid off all. What did Kanye say? He goes, "And a white man getting paid off all that," you know?
Okay, no, for real. I mean, hey,
and it's the truth, and like these albums that are flopping one after another, these artists don't care because they understand I'm not an album artist.
Yeah,
I'm here for the moment. I am dropping singles. And I'm going to make as much money as possible. And you know what? Hey, more props to you. Get your money. I'm not even going to hate on it. It just, I'm going to coin the phrase. I'm going to coin the phrase right now. It's just, there's album artists and there's singles artists.
There's TikTok artists.
And TikTok artists, right. That's right.
Because most of their shit is hitting because of people on TikTok.
She got a good point. A lot of people, so you got a lot of people getting on from TikTok. I was telling you. So what they doing is they using these TikTok people for their songs, and then now their song is top charts.
Yeah.
Right.
They're doing dances or all, whatever kind of shit they're doing.
Well, no, TikTok definitely changed the game for artists. Like, I mean, it really opened the door for these artists that there's a lot of new styles, a lot of new dances that have came because of TikTok.
Yeah.
Like that's the credit take definitely gets the take away from it. And that's why I really feel like TikTok, man, they talk about TikTok's getting banned. Man, TikTok is not getting banned.
Right.
It's not going to go away.
No.
These politicians, they can say and do all this shit they want to do. It's not going away. That platform is a rising platform that is, in my opinion, I think is here to stay for a while. It's like, and everybody I've talked to that as we discussed earlier, the TikTok rabbit hole, right? But everyone I discuss, they say, man, every time I put content out or I put anything out, it's like my engagement and my networking is a lot better than it has ever been, like, say, Facebook or Instagram. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like a lot of people have been telling me my outreach is like, I build it so much quicker with TikTok. Mm-hmm. And to me, it's just like, well, then that TikTok's going to be here to stay for a while then. Mm-hmm. Like I said, they can talk about getting rid of it all they want. I can't see it.
Look, there's so many people getting paid off TikTok. Like,
mm-hmm.
like I said earlier, like people fucking cleaning their rooms and they're getting $30K a month just to do that. I'm like,
exactly.
Sign me up. Like, oh.
the lawnmower guy, the guy that's out there mowing lawns. He even said it. He goes, yeah, I don't mow lawns anymore. I literally now just go and mow, like, see a yard, I go mow it, and I get paid from TikTok, and I don't even charge the people I mow their lawns.
Right.
For. I'm like, what? What?
Yeah.
It's like I used to do that when I was like 14 years old. Like,
sometimes that makes me so fucking mad. Like, what the fuck you mean you're just cleaning your window and you're getting $20K a month?
Right.
Bitch, what? Makes me mad.
I'm out here in the heat trying to clean my damn car. And
what? Anybody catching this?
I gotta pay for it.
Anybody catching this while I'm cleaning my car? Like,
oh man, that
shit is crazy.
The game has definitely
changed.
changed.
Would you ever like do something like that, like something small, like clean?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I may go home and just wash some dishes and turn on TikTok.
See how that goes? Yeah.
I don't even wash dishes.
It's my day-to-day
I may
life.
let TikTok follow me to take the trash out or something. You know? Even though I got valet trash. I may just take the trash to the garbage. You know what I'm saying?
I can see it now. These guys' bags like, here you go, TikTok. He just slam. He's like, I can see you just talking shit to everybody on TikTok. Dude. Like, you just like, here you go, TikTok,
right.
trash taken out.
Here you go, fuckers.
fuckers.
It's this world, man.
TikTok is a big platform, and unfortunately, we cannot let them leave our platform here in the United States. We're gonna have to do what we have to do to keep you guys, as long as you guys
the United States of America.
As long as you guys fund us, Lay It on the Table podcast.
That's
Lay
right.
it on the table.
Vote D. He will fight for your right to keep TikTok.
Yep.
As long as you put it on.
I'm plugged inside the White House.
Yeah.
I can talk. I can go to Biden.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could tell him a few things.
As long as you lay it on the table.
Remember it. You're getting a little old.
Hey, when you walk in there, just make sure you wake him up first. Just make sure you wake him up first if you talk to him.
You know the reptiles like to sleep.
That's right.
He's definitely going to hear me out, but I don't know if he's going to remember it.
Right.
D, he may not even know you're even a human being that exists.
How old is Biden? Like 89?
I think he's 82, 81.
Damn.
Is he that old?
Oh, he's in his 80s, early 80s.
I thought he was younger. I thought he was like in his 70s.
If he was in his 70s, I would be very disappointed.
Shit.
Like I hope I am not like that in my 70s, because I know other people in their 70s. Like I know, man, I know this one older dude. He's like late 70s, and this dude is still building boats, still out fishing.
Well,
that's right.
I'm like, God.
The reason why Biden,
Yes.
the reason why like Biden, he got for him, if he want to like move a little faster, he got to continue moving more, keep his body always going, and have sex until the end of time. I'm telling you.
Till the end of time.
You're going to move and feel a lot better, my man. Stand up for your rights. No,
you heard it, guys. Joe Biden needs to have lots more sex in order to prosper.
Mr. Joe.
Take your vitamins.
That's why you got to think about this. Trump, you look at Trump, he moves around, he gets around, and Trump probably I don't know if he's still is he married still, Trump?
I think he is.
Is he still with her name?
Trump
What's her
probably
name?
got a few side pieces though. I can picture.
Yeah,
I can picture Trump got it because he got. I'm pretty sure.
Pull up in that Sri Lanka.
Each one.
Sorry.
Each at one of his hotels, each of his hotels, he got somebody running it for him. That's his side chick.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Trump. Was it Trump Towers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think he's got a side piece in each Trump Tower? He's like,
I'm sure Trump has hella hoes.
Trump's like, I got
I
my
feel
side,
like-
my main, and my wife.
I feel like he has hella hoes.
Well, at that
They
status.
just gotta be understanding hoes.
Well,
'Cause-
I was gonna say when you're a billionaire though, that's how it like goes, right? Like when you're a billionaire, like they typically do, right? Or am I wrong? I don't know. I'm not a billionaire, so I
Yeah,
don't.
I'm pretty sure Trump got a few young girlfriends.
Doesn't you think so?
I
I mean, I
like
know he had to pay off the Stormy chick, right? Stormy was it Stormy?
Stormy is
Yeah.
Stormy, yeah. But didn't he like? Isn't that the woman that he's in or he was in court for recently, or is that somebody else?
Yeah, no, that was the one. Yeah, he definitely was in court for. He paid it off with. They said
The one he's like, that he paid off and then he got like all those felonies.
Yeah,
Isn't that Stormy? Because
Yeah,
it's
that
Stormy.
is his. Yeah, the Stormy. Yeah, the porn star.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the porn star Stormy. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
her.
her. Yeah, that crazy bitch.
That bitch.
That crazy bitch. Yeah, her. Yeah, no, like that was apparently he paid hush money to her out of the funds he got for his campaign funds.
COVID. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Oh, COVID. Hey, everybody paid off shit with COVID stuff, right?
Oh, for real. All them
just kidding.
debts were white. No, I'm just
Them COVID money came.
COVID
Everybody was
money.
balling.
Trump said she earned that money at the time.
But
Yeah.
that also gets me into, they're saying, I don't know how true this was. They said that Trump even reacted to the Hawk 2 girl.
Shut
if
up.
you guys have heard
If
of the
there's
Hawk
a
2
video of
girl.
that, I would love to see it.
I searched for it. That's what actually one of the first things that kind of leads me to it, because I'm like, it said Trump reacts to the Hawk 2 girl. I'm like, first off, why would Trump even be reacting to anything that deals with a Hawk 2, right? And then I was like, what the fuck is a Hawk 2? and then I went and watched the video, and this girl is out there giving advice to women to keep their husband and marriages intact. And actually, I recently found out she lost her job because of that video.
For real?
But she has a
Yeah.
good point, though.
She
That's a
said,
really
what
good point.
did she say? She said, you got a Hawk 2 and spit on that thing.
Yeah, basically.
That's fucking
That's what you gotta do.
crazy. She said that in public.
I mean, I would put a little extra 1-2 on that, but
She probably
she
famous
got it
now.
right.
Oh, she's super famous. She just started clothing line from it.
Real?
Really?
Yep.
She's selling merch?
Yeah, she's selling
Hawk-
merch.
wait, does it say Hawk 2?
Yeah, Hawk 2. She's got to sell merch. They apparently she was a preschool teacher and they fired her for it.
What?
Yep, because that video went viral. I'm like, damn. But as long as she's not teaching the preschoolers the Hawk 2 maneuver, I mean, she's good. So why would that get her
Yeah.
fired? Like, I'm. Like,
It's for the hating ass old hags.
it's got to be right.
Sorry.
Old bitches.
Yeah. I'm going to call them old hags.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Sorry.
I'm going to
I'll
put
be
it back.
I'll be
I'm
more
gonna-
politically
I'm going to put it
correct.
back a couple decades. Old hags.
And they
It's
probably
a
are.
hating ass
That's a good
old
word.
hags.
I like that. That's a good word for
That-
you, too.
Yeah, old
Get
hags.
paid.
They ain't doing nothing. They ain't giving no Hawk 2s. They ain't getting their life together. They got nothing going on. So like this little young heifer is trying to give advice on Hawk 2s, and I can't even do that.
So it's just some jealousy shit. Then,
It's
right?
jealousy. Like, come on, women are like catty as fuck, jealous as fuck.
How do you feel about the Hawk 2 advice that she
Come
was
on.
giving to
but
women?
if I was an old lady, I'm like, yeah, baby.
I feel like
yeah, girl, get it.
I feel like that's great advice because a lot of women don't know how. So they get comfortable in a relationship sometimes. Sometimes you got to hock it too, like she said.
you gotta
know how
really
to-
love Hawk
Hey,
2.
you know what?
Yeah.
I was
You know
dead,
what I
bro.
mean?
She literally at the end said, "Spit on that thing."
She's nasty.
She
but
said, "Spit on that
sometimes
thing."
you gotta-
She said,
thing.
"Thing."
Yeah,
you know,
yep.
sometimes you gotta
Sure
just.
did.
She said, "Thanks, spit on that
Sometimes
thing."
you just gotta pop out and show them. You know, like Kendrick Lamar said.
You just sometimes
She's
gotta
doing the
kill
right
like
thing,
Lamar,
but
you know?
Yeah.
you know, you gotta be spontaneous when you're in these
Yeah.
relationships, and you gotta know how to. A lot of women be want to blow their man down and see what he at and see what he doing, but then when he around them, they don't be on nothing. You
Well,
get what I'm saying?
speaking of spontaneous stuff in a relationship, the stuff with Herbo and Angel Reese, that one's been a little spicy.
He could have just been giving her a ride home.
You can't
And
give
all
his
her
cousin a ride
friends were
home.
in the car. All her friends were in the car.
Her friends went in the car.
Yes, they were. She was in the passenger seat, and she had like somebody else or two other people in the back.
Oh, he taking them home.
Oh yeah, he just picked him up from the store, and you know.
I ain't gonna lie.
He probably, but you know, it might be innocent though.
I think G Herbo trying to smash. I think they
You
talking.
think so?
I think the
She
whole
is.
thing.
She got
Yep.
sex.
Yep.
Oh, you
I
seen
think
the way
whole
she
thing.
dressed?
My name G Herbo's is.
Leah,
Yep.
you seen the way she dressed?
Yep.
Boy, she be coming to the
Well,
game sexy as hell.
Listen,
Herbo trying to hit.
listen. No,
I
I
ain't
saw.
gonna
G
lie.
Herbo probably may have hit.
She posted, and she went viral off of this too. She had posted like a picture of herself in the bathroom or somewhere, and like she basically had a camel toe, and like people were like, "You're just trying to show off your camel toe." Like it was all the way up there, you know what I mean? And people were like tripping about that.
Yeah.
So I seen
I ain't
that.
never seen that one,
I've
but
seen that.
She dressed like
I'm like, okay,
she wear like the
girl.
mini skirts with the top up here,
Yeah.
with the heels. She come to the game with the heels on, like
Yeah,
you guys think
she
that's
and Megan
sexy.
Jr. She was at
She
Megan's
definitely-
concert
she definitely
recently.
pretty.
But you know what though? I mean, think about it, right? She's what, 21, 22 years old.
Yeah.
She's at the top of her game right now with
Hell yeah.
superstardom.
Yeah.
You know, she wants to show out. She wants to show
And
that
she's
she's
like
a
a
good looking
bomb ass
girl.
athlete, like a
Yeah.
basketball player.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you know, it's you know,
And-
when you're
and
young,
they
say she the
you're-
first
you pop
rookie.
in, you know.
Right.
They say she's the first rookie to average a double in back-to-back games.
Damn.
Exactly, man.
Shout outs to
I don't even know
Angel
what the
Reese.
fuck that is, but
Yeah.
damn.
That's like
She's
okay. So
beast.
for an example, it's like if she gets more than 10 points and more than 10 rebounds. So it's one game she had like 20 points and like 15 rebounds. So that's like a double.
And she's definitely, in my opinion, I think she's definitely shaping the her and Caitlin Clark. They're definitely two very young
Yep.
ladies who are shaping the WNBA
Yeah,
as
they
we
definitely
speak. They
the face.
they receive a lot of hate
They
for
definitely
it.
the face for
Yeah.
it.
Yep, but they receive a lot of hate for it. But in my opinion, it's what the WNBA needed
Yep.
to get that spotlight on them because they've been losing. The thing is, they have been costing the NBA, like 50, 60 million a year in debt
Wow.
because they're
Really?
not making the money.
Oh,
WNBA ticket sales they're in debt every year. This year, it was even more so. It was like 60 million or something like that.
Oh shit! Really?
And so when that's why the whole argument's like, well, it's not fair that they're not paid the same as like a LeBron or like Dwayne Wade, those guys. Like it's not fair, but it's like no. If you look at it from a business standpoint, the ticket sales and the viewership on national TV is not equating to the funds going into what the WNBA needs to make in order to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Pretty
but
good.
shout out to
Pretty good.
Shout
She's
out
doing
to,
her thing.
Yeah.
Angel
But shout out
Reese,
to
you're doing
Angel
your
Reese.
thing, girl.
Shout out to Caitlin Clark. I fuck
Yes,
with
all
both of
of
them.
them.
I think they're both talented young ladies.
Shout out to both of them.
And Gia Herbo's
Indiana
trying to
versus
smash it. And,
Chicago.
hey, more power to them.
His
Y'all
name
heard
is
it here. It's
Herbo.
going to be Eastern Conference Finals.
He like classy
Eastern
bitches.
Conference Finals. Indiana versus Chicago Sky.
That's right.
Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese.
That's right.
What do y'all think about Kendrick Lamar bringing all those artists from different sets, from basically like different gangs, same thing, bringing
needed.
everybody together in Los Angeles? I also even heard that he was canceling people tickets who was trying to come from the other states so he can have everybody from Los Angeles there.
I don't blame him. I think it was needed,
That
in
was
my
pretty
opinion.
dope.
I think it was definitely needed. I think, LA is definitely a place that if you really think about it, is a place that needs unity the most right now. Other than Chicago. Chicago needs unity right now too. But I think, I think LA is definitely a place that needs unity. And I think Kendrick did a very, very good job of doing that within music.
That's one thing I can't get LA. They know how to come together sometimes.
Absolutely.
You would never see that in Chicago.
Never.
Everybody, man, somebody gonna die. Somebody gonna be setting somebody up outside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for them to do that, that's dope because they showing the world that you can come together. You can work together. You can make money together. And it's pretty dope. He brought that dude that was famous. What's his name? Tommy the Clown?
Yeah, from Oakland.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah,
Shut
Tommy
up.
the
Clown.
Clown.
He brought
He
Tommy
was
the-
there too.
Yeah, he
I didn't
brought
watch
Tommy-
the whole thing.
Shout
but
out
he
to
was
Tommy
there
the
too?
Clown.
Tommy
Wow.
the Clown. And for you guys who don't know who Tommy the Clown is out there, he was one of the OGs of crump dancing. That man, the fact that I saw that man out there, and I caught it too. I saw the clown, and it hit me. I was like, wait a minute, is that Tommy? Kind of looked back, looked through, and I saw it. I'm like, hey, that's Tom. Kendrick literally went in his bag, not just for LA, but all of California, because
Kendrick
that's
went in.
Oakland, man. He went in,
He
man.
had Russell Westbrook up top running point. You get what I'm saying? He had DeMar DeRozan over there.
Hey, they said,
You know what
hey,
I'm
you know
saying?
what? I was dead, bro. I was dead. because LeBron was there. They said LeBron was like trying to throw some signs and shit, or whatever he's doing. And they said they said the whole time they're like, Savannah kept telling him like, no, you don't get to go down there, because he kept begging Savannah to go down on stage with the players and shit that were dancing and shit. And they said Savannah wouldn't let him. They said, dog, you can't go out there and do all that.
I am weak.
They funny, yeah.
No, it was like a big ass family barbecue. You had your cousins.
That was dope.
Your
Yeah, it was
uncles,
dope.
your
It was dope.
aunties.
She
Hey,
ain't
shout
lying.
out
That
to
was like
Amazon, too.
siblings. It
That
was
was like a
whole
barbecue and everybody
over
seen
there.
everybody in a long
Everybody's having
time.
a lit ass time in there.
Hey, shout out to Amazon too, because Amazon's the one
Amazon
who
Prime.
sponsored that.
Amazon
Really?
Prime.
sponsored
Shout
that
out to
whole
See,
deal.
Amazon, the goat.
Amazon
The goat.
Prime.
Hey, they were smart though. They jumped on that. And they're like, look, this Kendrick and Drake beef
Not like us?
equates money, not like us. Okay, let's get Kendrick. Let's do this
Kendrick
big
made a
thing.
good point too. Speaking of when he said Kendrick Lamar beef, he said he didn't do this for no beef. He didn't do this because of Drake. He did this for the city. He did this to bring back people, to bring people
Bring everyone
together.
together.
You know what I'm saying? He said they were sad when they lost Nipsey Hussle. They were sad when they lost Kobe Bryant. You get what I'm saying? So they doing this for the city.
Yeah.
He don't really care for no beef. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that's dope too. Shout out to Kendrick again. He shot that video at Tams. He shot that video all in Compton and brought everybody out. He shot it with the people. You get what I'm saying? That's super dope, man.
You know what's also dope about that whole scenario, right? So, in the early days, Kendrick talks about how when he was a little kid, he went with a bunch of other people, a group of people, to go watch Dr. Dre and Tupac shoot California Love. And he said he recounts the time where he was on the shoulders of his dad and he's watching it happen. If you fast forward till now, recently, it all kind of just the way the universe worked, it came back at full circle, because now he went to where he originally shot one of his first music videos for, I think it was called Compton. He went back there to go shoot that recently, and just like how he depicted the way it was for Dr. Dre and Tupac's California Love, the same exact thing happened this time around too. But now he's the star of it, and now there's kids there on their dad's shoulders watching him do the same thing. So it was very
That's
interesting to
dope.
watch that full circle moment happen for him, and well deserved. I think if any artist gets to have that kind of moment, it's definitely Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
In my
And
opinion,
he's very humble.
very humble.
I
No
like
pun
what she
intended
said.
for
yeah.
like from his song, but he's like very chill, very humble. You know, like he said, he's not into the whole beef thing. It's just he said what he said.
Right. And you can't do nothing but respect that. That's all it is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Now, the game did not get the invite. I've heard a lot of
Lord.
people say he should have. I've heard people say he shouldn't have. What do you guys think?
Wait, so you need an invite to go?
Apparently, what the game is saying, he said there was no invite.
You
in
need
there
a
for him.
personal invite. That's,
Yeah.
I ain't
I'm
gonna
saying.
put the game down because I don't really know what's going on. Maybe since game was cool with both sides, I don't know. It could be because I don't know, man. Because we could be saying how we feel and be totally wrong. So I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all touch that situation.
He said, "I'm not gonna talk shit about the game." Next.
No, I'm just saying it ain't about talking shit about them, but
Yeah.
they didn't really say too much. You get what I'm saying? They didn't really say too much. It could have been because Game was basically in between. He was cool with Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
So, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Lay It
Thank
On the
you,
Table
thank
podcast. This was a great episode. I'm glad we got to cover some very interesting and crazy topics that's been going on. I mean, it's you can't even keep up with all the craziness that happens day after day. But again, guys, Lay It On the Table. This is where you can find us talking about your favorite celebrities, the number one trending topics. We're here every week. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
See ya.